Hey y'all, Nigeria Simone, aka Hot Mess Simmer. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am making over Katrina and Don. Now, although I'm doing their makeover video at the same time, they do not live together and they never dated because I think that's weird, and so did my patrons. They voted against it. So let's get into this backstory. So as y'all know from the Caliente sisters makeover, as they were growing up, Katrina was a on and off again alcoholic, really just chasing men. When relationships didn't work out, she lashed out at the girls. So that all stems from her childhood. When she was growing up, her dad was an alcoholic and he was emotionally abusive to her and her mom. That went on until she was about 11 years old. And then one day her mom told her, I'll be right back. I'm going to fix things for us. And she never came back. Katrina always imagined in her head that something bad happened to her mom, and that she just couldn't make it back because there's no way her mom would leave her. And we'll get back to that later. During the next 4 or 5 years, Katrina's dad really started taking stuff out on her. Now, he was never physically abusive, but he just really hurt her self-esteem, and he was just constantly yelling at her and berating her for things. When she turned 15 years old, she got a job as a waitress, and she left her dad's house and just really went out on her own, kind of rags to riches style. So Katrina ended up working her way from diners all the way up to fancy restaurants, and she ended up working at Chez Lama. So one day while she was waiting tables, this woman and her husband walked in, and it was very clear they had a lot of money. And so being the hustler that Katrina was, she rushed to be able to serve that table because she wanted the good tips. And when she got there, she realized that the woman was actually her mom. And the worst part of it was that her mom did not even recognize her. So she didn't say anything because she honestly was just frozen, and she just continued to wait the table and just kind of listen to another conversation or whatever. So after this happened, Katrina developed like this deep anger. She was of course angry that her mom left her in that situation with her dad, and even angrier that she was doing so well and never came back for her. She kind of had a "I'll show you" attitude to both of them because her dad always told her she'd never be anything, and her mom left her for this better life. And so that's when she started the whole dating guys for money thing. And it was really working out for her until she got pregnant with the girls. And then she felt like the caliber of men that she was able to date really fell from there. And even though she was able to date guys with money, it wasn't like big money like she wanted. And that kind of leads into the backstory of the Caliente sisters, which you can watch after you finish this one. So on to Don. Don was actually born Don Smith, and he was a lot different than he is now. Back in middle school and high school, Don was actually a pretty nerdy guy. He was obsessed with void critters, and he was pretty overweight, but he never really cared until he got to high school. He had this huge crush on this girl in his class named Naomi, and they were having the spring formal dance, and he asked her to the dance. Well, not only did Naomi turn him down, but she did it in the worst way, and she told him that she would never be with a guy like him, and she couldn't believe that he would even ask her, and she did this in front of the whole class, and it really embarrassed him and hurt him. And after that, he decided that he was going to show her, and one day he would be a guy that she couldn't resist, and he would turn her down. And that is what sparked him to be the Don Lothario we know today. So Don got super into fitness and his looks. He now owns a line of gyms that you'll find all across Sim City, and he's just moved to Oasis Springs right across from the Caliente sisters. Dina has her eyes set on Don because she can smell his money from a mile away, and although they do have a secret friends with benefits relationship, he has his eyes set on Nina because he can tell that she is paying him no mind. So I'll let you decide how that goes. You can download Katrina Caliente and Don Lothario on my Patreon right now. The link is in the description. Now, they do come in separate households because, as I said, they are not dating, nor do they live together. Well, that's all for now. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I post another video. See you next time. Bye.
Your heart, keep it in your pocket for safekeeping. Don't ever let nobody be the reason you throw it out, you stop caring about it. Don't let your head get in the way, can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try really hard, but sometimes you fall, yeah, sometimes you fall.